Well, we're looking at the next phase in our kitchen build. So this is for the breakfast bar. So that's a straight piece, very little to do on that other than prep it for the adhesive. And this is the bit that's going to go in on the sink. Of course it's the wrong way round, but you can see that little part there is all cut and prepped. These are the offcuts. And now we're coming in. Some of the tiles there ready. So going into the actual kitchen. I'll put all the lights on. Take them off now. There we go. So this is what we haven't really found a name for this yet, but this is like the communal kitchen for all of our rooms. We have actually 6 rooms, 4 along that side, all with their own private balcony, and then these 2 here. The reddish door down there is a public toilet. So this part, very big area, which we're now deciding how we can best utilize that. But this is our kitchen that is being worked on at the moment. So at the moment it's all in primer, minus the doors, which are all outside, being primed as well. So there we've got you can see the hinges. So these 2 side pieces are with doors. Those 2 center sections there are open. Actually, I like the way that they've done that. Very nice. I'm very pleased with this guy. And of course, this is a specialist that's come in to lay the granite. And this piece of granite here, this has been prepped and cut to size. You can see here, look, the line. That's the line that will take it into the corner there. And then the piece that I just showed outside has that little cut out of it. So it looks like pretty most of it is cut except for the sink. So this is where the sink is going to go. A little bit there for the granite, and then that top, which is a very straightforward piece of, or part of the work. See, all the hinges are all set up. Now for these 2 end pieces, this piece here, and then the underneath part of the breakfast bar type of thing, right? That we will be using this. It's a decorative piece that comes and it all slots together. I put it all together in a dry fit, but you can see how it works there. So the edges are made to slot together. So here you can see how that goes. And I put that together so that you could see what the effect will be. So imagine that piece there, just as lifting it out, a little decorative addition. And we might even put some bulbs in Beth's little ceiling fitting there with the three different shapes. So we're actually coming along very, very well. We're having to try to explain to Beth that sometimes the work seems very slow. There's a lot of work being done, but it seems very slow. And all of this prep work, this is incredibly time consuming to put this in. And all of this is going to be changed into a different colour, which will be more in keeping with this colour here, look. So this is dark. The actual the granite top is quite light, and this is the granite that's going in there. So you can see that the basic colour for that is white. This is actually an offcut from work that we had done over at the house. See, so we're almost ready to start putting this in. This particular way of putting tiles on, I haven't actually seen that before coming to the Philippines, except that when I worked with when I was making furniture in California, I did some work with a Brazilian man. He was very, very skilled furniture maker, and when he bonded things together like this is plywood, and it's bonded, it's pieces that are bonded together, which you can see here. Look, this is, in this particular case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces exactly like this are all bonded together. And when we used to bond stuff together when we were making furniture as a joint project, he would usually hit the surface a little bit like that, although this is quite deep. And his theory, the way that he worked, was that this provides a better key for the glue. Well, when they bond this together, that theory doesn't work, because if you think about that, there's no space in between that at all. And when I was when I was at school and taking woodwork classes, we would actually push things back and forth in order to get all of the air out, and it didn't depend on how much glue, depended how close the bond was between. If you can understand my clumsy explanation there. But we've also, since the last time I came in and worked, we've also got some open shelves. Personally, I would have preferred shallow open shelves underneath, because for the purposes that this little kitchen outfit will be used, there's not going to be a whole lot of storage is necessary, especially which is open to customers who are coming in and maybe just for a night and then leaving. Because anybody who's ever stayed in a hotel, one of the things that has to happen before you leave is that the room is checked to make sure that you haven't folded the bed into a suitcase and are carrying it away. But they make sure that all of the towels are still there, that all of the bedding and the sheets, pillows, everything is actually still there. Especially they'll check the refrigerator and find out how many drinks you've had, and all stuff like that, which is offered as a service by any hotel. And so the idea that there will be a lot of stuff here which is open, cutlery, plates, they're not going to be walking out with an oven under the belt, but the lesser stuff. What do? What's the saying? You trust everybody but count your change. So here we are. That's a quickie look at what we're doing and the plan for the decorative part. Still slightly undecided as to whether this should be part of the reception area when you would come in and you would sit and wait while someone booked you in. That was where we had always thought that's where it would go there. Hence the outlets, 2 outlets there, and an outlet on the top there that should we have something that's against the wall and a computer there, you would have that, and also a TV outlet too. So a little undecided for me, not convinced to put the reception area into this small, relatively small space. So we'll see what happens. I found that you need to be very flexible. I look at things very much differently to how Beth looks at things, and so there's a great deal of working together and trying to compromise, and usually, very often, when you compromise, it means that neither gets exactly what they want, and we try to avoid that. So here we are, our little kitchen, being prepped, we hope, for, I think, probably another day in prepping almost, looking at this. Certainly there's another day in painting. But we will see. So thanks for looking in. Don't forget to like, comment, and share it especially. It's helping us a great deal, and we're very, very grateful. And we hope to continue to bring videos which are informative and entertaining. So bye for now.